All right, so I think it's time to get started. So thank you everyone for attending today's meeting. So today I'm going to show how we made the video to introduce, for example, our project. So the software I use is called VideoScribe. I don't know if you guys can see it on the shared screen. So it's kind of a little bit blurry on the shared screen, but on my computer on the Zoom, probably people can see it. It's very clear. It is called the video screen. So right now I bought the annual membership, but if you don't have an annual membership, you can still use 7 days for free. You can play around with it and trying to see if you really like it or not. And then next step, you can think about you can purchase month by month the membership, or you can buy it annually. So annually is a little bit cheap, so I bought annually. So, but when you start to use the 7 days the trial, the problem of that is they will put a very ugly watermark, like the name of the software on the screen. So it's not very good, but just you can still have a taste to see how it goes. So right now, let me not you do this one. Let me go back. Okay. Oh, well, I think right now, maybe, since not many people are using this software, so if you really want to use it, I think I can share my accounting information with you guys, so I'm totally fine with that, so that you don't need to purchase again. So you can see here right now, I already created 4 different files for different videos. You can always create a new project. You can choose different size of your screen. Just create a project. So the way how we make it is actually very similar to PowerPoint. Yes, you can see, try to imagine the camera. This is the size of your screen. When you start to play the video, so this is the size people would see from the video. So if you put any pictures, anything else, here, probably people cannot see it. Just trying to imagine this is the slide. When you make the PowerPoint, it's the same idea. So a couple of things you can do, let me start from the text. Yeah, you can enter your text here, Why my computer is so slow? Yeah, you can enter anything here. Hello, hello, hi. So after that, what you can see is on the click start. Actually, you can see on the right of the screen, they have couple of options to set up the animation of this word. For example, you can choose hand drawing. You can choose different shape of the hand, You can choose different color, different size of the hand, left hand, right hand. Besides hand drawing, we also have other options. For example, we can drag in. So we can use a hand to drag up and left, top and bottom. And after you decide the word anime you want to choose, you can decide the time. Right now we set up as 2.5. That's the time of that animation. For example, if you choose hand drawing, this is 2.5 minutes. So that means like it will take the animation 2.5 seconds to draw it. And then you can try to, the next animation you can do is after you draw it, what you can do is you can emphasize your animation. What I usually do, you usually choose pose so that, the word is start to become vivid, trying to pose by itself. You can set up like how long you can pause it, and you can even have another animation by the end of this. Is you can make your word disappear. You can fade out, you can move it out, and so forth. Let's see. We move it out. Okay, so we have a very basic setup of this word hi. The next step we can do is we can try to preview it and see how everything goes. My computer is slow, but you can see basically what is here is what is happening. So it's take probably 2 seconds to draw it and pause there for a couple of seconds and disappear. Next step, what we can do is we can insert image. There are different kind of like image we can input into our video. One is they already have their own database. You can just, for example, search dog. You can have all different kind of dogs. Like you want to insert, just double click.
Hot dog.
Yeah, even you want you even have hot dogs. So it is really slow, but you can see the dog is here. And another way to insert, you have your own pictures, like this is what I use for my previous video, so that we have so many different pictures. You can just, up, update your own image is totally fine. So they, they will do the same thing. Yeah, they will just, you can update your own pictures. It is the same thing. So as I previously showed, you can choose, your animation. You can choose your hand drawing. So you can choose it for, draw it for 4 seconds and choose it, to emphasize it by a certain time, and you can choose it to exit with certain animation. But if you don't choose it, it will stay in the middle of the slide like this. Yeah, these two are the text and the image are the two function I use the most. The rest is kind of like not that useful. And then after, you can keep insert other image and other things. And after you decide, like you can start to preview your slide. You can see the highest whole thing, and then it leave the screen. And then we draw a dog or draw some other pictures you want it to, it's start posting by itself. And yeah. So you decide, okay, that's all for this slide. You can just, always input a new slide and keep doing that until you think you are done. But one problem of this software is you may notice the only thing we can insert is the text and the image. But some people would say, hey, if I want to insert a video, what should I do? Unfortunately, this software cannot do it. So what I usually do is I don't know whether if you can see the website I'm sharing. This is the website I am usually do, just can convert the video into GIF. GIF is like one type of the image which can move by itself. So I just convert the video into the GIF image and insert the image into our video is the same. For example, this is the probably it's too blurry to see, but this is the video I first took using my cell phone. It's a MP4, like it's a MP4 video, but I convert that to the GIF and I insert it. And yeah, when you play it, you will see the bubble coming out from the surface of the optical fiber. So this is the way how I do it. And then, okay, the next step is how we put into audio. Right now, you can see is, like what we do here is just we keep, insert the word, we keep insert the image. But the next step, we need to add our word to explain like what this slide do. So also similar ways, you can record your own voice, record audio, and you can insert, upload some of the audios you already have. So what I recommend is only for my case because English is not my first language. So people probably does not like my way of speak English. So if you really feel confident, do it by yourself, totally fine. If you don't, these days AI is very powerful. You can choose all different kind of like AI software trying to help you to do it. The one I am using, we have tons of other software we can use. The one I am using is called Speechify. Yes, I think that SPEECHIF1. So this is a software developed by Google itself. So far as I know, it works pretty good. So what you can do is just you can type certain kind of word. You can type put into PDF, Word, TXT, or you can text by yourself, and it will read it for you. So for example, these are all the file I have created. Let me just use one as the example. It will take some time to load. Longer than I thought. Yeah.
As an antioxidant, and drinking it is believed to support better health. So, can you
read it for you?
So, hey there. Today, let's talk about hydrogen, the tiniest and simplest molecule in the whole universe.
So you can choose different voice for you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. How do you get? Oh, you have Gwyneth. How about Snoop Dogg?
I don't know. I never try. We have different, like people. We can have someone who, someone can even speak Chinese, or someone can speak other language. Like we can have different options, male, female, different people can talk. Like yeah. So basically, yeah, that is very simple. When you decided like everything is good, you can just click this button. This is download the video. It will download as an MP3.
Just insert that.
Yeah,
right
just
here.
insert that into the yeah. Then you can just insert that here.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see this is everything I insert. So the next part is actually the most time-consuming part. Yeah, you can insert anything new, like after you insert it, it will keep the record by itself. When you insert it, make sure you add as the, like this is for this slide only. If you add to the next one, it will, treat it as the background of the entire presentation, which is quite annoying. So just don't do it. After you insert, yeah, sorry, it's okay. I'm just closing. So after you insert, actually it will take you some time to adjust between your audio and your animation. So you can see after insert, it will give you, like, for example, like you ask the AI to generate a 10-second, 20 seconds of the explanation of your video, but it may not be the same pattern as the animation. For example, when it's get into the second animation of the picture, it'll still stay in the first one, or it's already moved to the next step. So this is the most time consuming part. You need to play around and try to make sure they are at the same speed. How to do that? For example, there are a couple of things you can do. What I do is, like in the animation section, on the bottom, you will see like post it before the next animation. You can, choose the time. Right now it's 0.5, but you can choose 1 second, 2 seconds, meaning like it will stop for 1 to 2 seconds and then the next picture or next animation, so that you can use this way trying to make sure your background audio is the same speed as your animation. Or you can choose, you can also choose the, slow down the speed of your drawing. That is also another way, just trying to make sure like your animation is the same speed as your background audio. That is actually the most time consuming part for me. Yeah, I think that is basically what I know it about this video. So what you can keep it's just similar to the way how you make a PowerPoint. Just keep adding more slides after you are done. Like you just keep, preview it and trying to see if everything looks good. If everything looks good, and if you make sure like everything is good, just click the download button, and it will download as a video file, so you can upload to YouTube, to some other social media. It's totally up to you. So any question, any concern so far? Noah, do you have any questions?
And no, this all was pretty understandable. Thanks for sharing
Yeah.
how you did this.
So yeah, sorry about like this laptop. This laptop is really, I have a really old laptop, so everything is slow. But it's on your own computer, it's probably will be better. So right now I have one account, but I'm happy to share with people if you're really interested to make your own video. So right now, like Paul is like mentioned to me about making a series different episode of the video, trying to introduce over fiber related project and so forth. Right now I have two, so we have other project, like with I mentioned to Ken last time, and probably we can maybe make another video talking about biofilm, and antibacterial and so forth stuff. So yeah, so that's basically what we are thinking right now. So yeah. So I think yeah, everything is recorded. I will upload this online so other people can also see it, just yeah. if anyone see the video, like you can email me or just come to my office and ask me, if you are interested to make a video, like, yeah. If I have any question about this software, just let me know. I think there's all different kind of other software. I try at least 2, 3, but this one I think is very straightforward, very easy to use. It's very similar to the way like we make our PowerPoint. It's just add more function of the animation. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much, everyone. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Thank
think I
you.
just need to play with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have notes.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want the account, I can give you the account. You can just play around with it. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
just have to figure out what I'm gonna make.
well, maybe Paul will ask you to make a video to talk about the entire department and
I
so
don't know, I was
forth.
thinking that, I'm thinking
Yeah.
educational.
Yeah, educational. Yeah.
There's ways. There's
Yeah.
so many different things that we do here.
Yeah. Paul probably loves this kind of way to
Well, Nuke has videos online too, just like this. I don't know what kind of software they use. Did you see theirs?
No, like Paul sent me one on YouTube, probably the one like
Yeah.
because Paul name it, so that's why I searched it online. So it's kind of give me different, similar. They're all similar
Yeah, these are
software.
great to use like in
Yeah,
classrooms. Kids
so
have no idea what it is.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I just created 2 or 3, and also also mention about like you can also use AI to help trying to polish
So,
trying to.
Yeah, that's the problem, is I don't know the science.
Yeah, so you can just ask AI to generate for you. You can even specifically talk to me, hey, AI, I want to introduce one science concept to kid,
Yeah.
very small kid. Can you make it easy? And
Yeah.
what I do is I just wrote a very brief one just to tell ChatGPT saying like, hey, GPT, like I want to introduce this complicated science concept to 5 to 10 years old kids. Can you generate for me, or can you make it really happy? Like to make the tongues really happy, everyone is happy, and so forth. Yeah, I think ChatGPT did pretty well. So after ChatGPT did it, I just copy and paste and ask another AI to read it for me. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.